Hey everyone, we're back, Beards and Dragons, doing more oh no, I was about to say X-Man. I've been going through a Marvel hype lately. We're doing Mega Man X. So, I was completely wrong last time. I thought you had to go to the flame guy afterwards, but apparently the best thing to do is this guy next. So, we're gonna do that.
Okay. Eagle is fun.
Yeah, I always had the most issues with this level out of all the other ones, though, I think.
Yeah, the flying levels in Mega Man seem to be the most tricky jumps. Not my fan. Not a fan of it.
For me, it's the enemy placement more than anything, because, like, it is designed just to mess you up.
Oh,
So-
yeah. And that knockback is the reason I've never finished a Mega Man game.
Yeah, it's a bit painful. Okay. I didn't have to do this one. There's some of these that you have to do if you want the upgrades, and I don't remember which ones they are. So I'm probably just going, nope.
Oh, he got you. Oh, wow.
I am proud of that one. Okay. No. Okay, never mind. Oh, I hate this.
Oh, you
like,
missed
this first part of the level is the hardest part. Alright. No, leave me alone. Okay, I'm getting good at that at least.
He just wants a hug. That's all it is.
I am not into PDA at all, so no thank you. Alright, so...
Just wait till you have
Yes,
kids,
cool.
and then you don't get a choice.
You know, that's fair, but that's like... I feel like that's a lot better, you know? That's like, you want that kind of affection. Most of the time, at least.
Yeah, it's all good.
Alright. Is there anything in this one? No, just another one of these, okay. I think one of my biggest issues with these games is how the enemies respawn as soon as you, like, leave the screen a little bit.
Yes. That is not fun.
Not at all.
At least those shield guys aren't as bad as the red ones from Mega Man 3.
Those were just painful.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I gotta remember where everything is. Is there anything down this way? No. Alright. I think...
Yeah. I'd have fallen down a hole like 6 times already.
Dude, you know, it's one of those things where this... Mega Man games are very much, you learn from your mistakes, and that's all you can do.
I learn from my mistakes, I just don't get better. That's the problem.
I mean, fair, that's... yeah. You know, you're able to admit that, though, so that's a plus. Okay, I'm trying to remember if there's something here that I need to do.
There's also a reason I don't play stealth games.
Oh, I love stealth games. Another Sage... Sub-tank. Heart tank.
The thing I hate the most is when you have a stealth part of a not stealth game. And then it's just like, I'm not trying to do this. I don't want to sneak around and mess with these guys.
There we go. Yeah, I get that. Like, it does get to the point where you're just like, okay, come on, like, just let me kill someone. I'm getting tired of sneaking around like this.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there we go. So, in this game, you have the energy tanks that will, like, refill your health or whatever you need it to.
Okay.
Yeah,
Same
those
as
are really
all the
useful
rest.
later. Yeah. They're really useful in the last stage. Yeah, no, in the Sigma fight in this game, it's basically... I don't want to say it's impossible to win without all the upgrades, but man, is it difficult.
I'm sure there's a speed run of beat the game faster than I can beat the game with all the upgrades without them, and
Oh, 100%.
people are ridiculous.
I did jump. It just didn't register. Oh, it puts me all the way back here?
Oh, no.
Do I keep my upgrades at least? Okay, I do keep my upgrades. That's painful. The respawns on these games are not friendly. No, leave me alone.
Still not as bad as Ghosts and Goblins.
Dude, that game.
I love that game. It's such a good game, but...
Oh
my gosh.
It's just rage-inducing, though. Like, and to be fair, it's from that age of, like, all games need to be, like, coin munchers so that the companies can get their money out of them, but...
that is one of those games that I've broken a controller or two over that game.
Really?
You just Super Nintendo, just snapping in half and chucking at a wall.
I don't think I've ever broken any controllers because of me getting angry. Last time I played Ocarina of Time, though, I did get really mad at one point and just let out a full-on F-bomb when I threw down the controller because I, like, died for the third time at a boss that I shouldn't have any issue with.
Which boss? That game was easy.
Okay, so, I need to justify myself a little bit. I was playing the GameCube port of the game, which is the most buggy version of the game, and I was using an Xbox controller. So, those two things combined does not make it extremely easy. But it was against the two witches.
Okay. I think I died a few times on them playing originally, but I mean, I was, what, 10?
Yeah. Like, and that's the thing,
No,
I never had an issue with it.
Came out.
Okay. I never had an issue with it normally. I don't know why it gave me such an issue this time, but I was not happy with it. Alright. Oh, it resets the health every time I do this, doesn't it? Let's see. This is the worst. There we go, okay.
I'm a little surprised that didn't knock you back when it did that.
I know, I'm surprised they were nice to me about it.
Oh, and of course he comes back.
This game doesn't like me. Bah.
There is not a single American speedrunner on this list.
Really?
So, looks like, let's see, the first one is number 43 on this game. The rest are Japanese speedrunners.
You know, I could see that.
The record is 30 minutes and 54 seconds.
Oh, I could beat that.
100% is 34 minutes.
That's impressive. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, get your helmet, which will allow you to break ceilings with your head.
So we're just ripping off Mario now.
Basically, yes, but we don't like saying that in the MegaMan community.
Except that Mario actually punches if you watch the animation, so...
That is true. Alright, cool. There we go. This is like one of the most useless abilities in the game. But if I want to be able to get the secret weapon at the end, I need it. So, did you ever play any of, like, Street Fighter and stuff growing up?
Yes.
I've been getting into those fighting games a lot more recently. And I've
never
been
been
going back and playing the old
good
ones.
At them.
Oh, I mean, I'm awful at them, but I enjoy them.
I'm sure if I go look through my Steam library, I've got something. Can I sort this by... I can.
The only one I would say I'm decent at is Tekken. But the other one's not so much.
Okay, fighting game. According to this... Oh, wow. I would argue that most of these are not fighting games, but okay. Yeah, the actually only fighter game that I have is Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Okay.
But
That's actually one I don't have. I'm not good at it.
I got it for like $5, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Steam sales.
So I think you can actually, like, jump down right here and get into the boss room, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going in the normal way.
I don't trust these games. They're not forgiving.
Yeah, you can jump down and dash over to it. That's it. I'm not that skilled. Alright, boss time.
Okay. Birdman. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
Have you played any of the Phoenix Wright games?
I have not. I want to.
Oh, I don't remember how to do this one.
To switch that question, have you played any of the Professor Layton games?
No, I haven't, but I have a friend that's really into them. And she says that they're really good, so I probably need to play them at some point.
They are, but there's some of the puzzles in that game that I can't imagine somebody beating without solving them without a guide.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
I get that. There's some Zelda puzzles like that sometimes. I'm just like, how was I supposed to know that? There's one in Twilight Princess especially like that I was just like, what are you talking about?
Of course, it had to be the one game I haven't beaten. Well, I haven't beat Skyward Sword either. Oh, I love it. I got to the weird bird's palace.
Yeah, that was hard. That's such a confusing level. Yeah.
Yeah, that character has such a weird design.
It really does. They didn't have to give him nipples, but they did. So
yes,
that always bugged me.
It's still not as weird as the weird everybody's shaking their butt in the Malamart.
See, you call that weird. I call that style. Like, that's just fantastic.
Oh, it's weird.
Let's see. Yes.
So I'm guessing these numbers is a code that it's like the red-blue thing that the old games had.
Yeah, it's the
same
same
thing. Put
thing.
That password in it.
It brings you back to where you are. Yeah. All right. So we need to go back to this stage.
Try to do this without the microphone picking it up.
Okay, where's the sub-tank? Once you have the boots, upgrade, jump up to the highest platform where all the enemies throw axes. Okay.
Have you ever played any of the Mario RPG games?
I have not. I want to, but I just haven't ever sat down and played them. Unless you count the Paper Mario.
I do.
I did.
So Super Mario RPG is the first. Paper Mario and then Mario and Luigi are all Mario RPG games.
Gotcha. In that case, I played the original. I played the original Paper Mario, but that's it.
Okay.
I don't remember if there's something up here I need to do or not. Okay, I'm going to say no for the moment.
They are all very good, though.
Yeah, I really haven't heard anything negative about them. Like, they're definitely people's favorites out of them, but...
I mean, I still love Old School as my favorite Mario RPG, but I'm a Final Fantasy guy, so anything made by Squaresoft back in the day is my jam.
Good old Squaresoft, yes sir. No, that's been on my list to play. I also really want to play the Chrono Trigger game. I haven't played that one yet.
Yes. So that and the sequel are both great games.
Okay. how do I break these? Okay, wait, there we go.
How'd you break
Okay.
the first one?
Sheer luck. Alright, got the second tank. I already have the heart container. X-Buster capsule. You'll need the helmet upgrade. Okay, I have that one. Sub-tank. Throw actions, dash. Destroy the blocks, concealing it. Jump off. And then take the sub-tank. Okay, I did that, though.
I definitely understand some of those words.
Okay, X-Buster capsule. The heck is that?
Maybe
Okay.
it makes your X-Buster stronger? So are they calling him X in this game?
Yes, he is X in this one.
Okay. And what's the other dude's name? Is that Bass? Base?
Zero in this one. But there is another one. Base is from the original Mega Man games.
Okay.
Okay, when you reach the area where all the platforms are with the enemies that throw axes at you, go to the start of the area, and you should see some exposed blocks overhead. Okay.
I think that's the game I played. It was 9 or 10, and you can pay like $1 extra to play as Base, and he's better.
Okay.
But
I could see that, yeah. Okay, I was right about this one. Yes! No! Please don't tell me I just messed that up. This is a, like, pixel perfect jump, and I hate that.
probably the reason that I was 37 years old the first time I beat Mario. I wish I was kidding.
You know, I've only beaten the original Mario game one time, so I can't say anything. And I love it. It's just such a good game. I just never played it that much.
The last couple levels just get pixel perfect, and it's if you don't know it, and they have some maze levels where it's if you're not looking up, okay, I have to go in this pipe and up through, climb on that vine, and
yeah, I'm good. I'll watch the other people speedrun that game and just be impressed.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I did it on the Switch with when it has the rewind, it's like, okay, I just died. Rewind.
Dude, people
okay,
hate
good
on
go.
using the rewind function. That thing is so nice. Like, I would not have beaten a lot of the original Mega Man games if I had not had the rewind button. They're just
I have
difficult.
a list of games that I have beaten. I actually made that, and
There
Mario's on there because of that.
I used to have a list like that. I guess I need to remake it at some point and update it. Alright.
I actually did beat 2 Final Fantasy games this week. So
Oh, nice. Which ones?
1 and 5.
Okay, very nice. 5 is a fan favorite, isn't it?
I love that game. It's
Okay.
And the funny thing is, the original way that I played it was emulated, and it had a fan subtitling. And the way that the main character, his name is Bartz, was subtitled was from the Japanese. It's like Batsu, and it was Butts. Is his B-U-T-Z was how it was translated originally, and that's the way I've always played that game. It's like, it's not Bartz, it's Butts.
It's butts. Alright, there we go. So we got all the upgrades in this level, so we can leave now.
Alrighty.
Alright, we're cruising now. Alright, now we need to go to Spark Mandrill. Yeah, there's a heart tank and a sub tank in this one. Alright.
One of these days we'll have to speedrun Ocarina, and we'll just run the show with it.
I would be down to do another Ocarina of Time playthrough at some point. I gotta take a break from it though. Like, we just finished the other playthrough and it's on the channel, and that broke me.
I love that game. I think I like Wind Waker a little bit better, but I just love the graphic styling of it.
I mean,
They're both amazing games, though.
Oh yeah, I mean, I like Majora's Mask out of the like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I think Majora's Mask is a lot more unique and interesting. Okay, also, can we just talk about how amazing the music is in Mega Man X? All the music is just so good.
It definitely is. You know, as far as old MIDI games go, you can't beat Mega Man.
You really can't. Like, especially Armored Armadillo. That is the best one in the game. I'm so hyped to get to it. Let's see, I think it's the last one we do, though.
Ah, that's no fun.
No, it's like a good fanfare for it, you know? Alright, I think there's something I missed back here. Let's go back. So, let's see. Have you played any of the 2D Zelda games, like Link to the Past or anything like that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
I've beat original Zelda and Link to the Past several times. I love Link to the Past.
Okay.
And then I've beaten the Worlds Apart one.
Okay,
the one with the paintings.
Yeah, that's, oh, what is it? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then, Minish Cap.
Okay.
So I've beaten a few. I've beaten most of the Zelda games. Oracle of Seasons and Ages and Link's Awakening. I have not.
Okay, I've beaten all of them at least once, except for the Oracle games. Stand near the wall, you might need... Let's see. Okay, I'll have to come back when I get the boomerang.
And then of the main console games, I've beaten all of them except for 2 and Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess.
Okay. I mean, dude, I'm so excited for Skyward Sword. I love that game.
It's a good game. It's just, you know,
it's not for everyone, and I get that, you know.
Well, playing it as an adult with children, I ain't got the time.
I get that.
My son just got Skyward Sword though, so I might play it again.
There we go.
Or yeah, we could do it. And
I'm gonna play it on the channel at some point. I don't know if it's gonna be the next big game that I do, or if I kind of want to go. I don't know if I kind of want to go in like some kind of order, because like we started with Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
So I don't know if I want to go back and just start with the first one and just kind of go through, but.
So are you talking about the next game chronologically or the next game release?
If we're gonna get into the
it's messed up.
It's so messed up, but it's so interesting too.
Oh, I kind of want to buy the book though.
Oh, the Hyrule
Historia. Yeah.
Yeah, I have that one. I love it.
Yeah, it's just looking at the timeline. It's like, that's so messed up. Why? Well, what's this guy called?
Annoying jelly blob ripped from Metroid. I'm pretty sure that's the official name for it, actually.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if he really has a name unless you like read the manual or something.
Oh, they don't give him some sort of alliterative name like the armadillo guy?
Not this one. This isn't really a boss, I don't think. This is just like a little sub-boss that you have to beat.
Oh, okay.
Ow. And I don't know what his weak point is. There we go, cool. His weak point is being patient. Which is not something I'm good at.
Patience. What's that?
Dude, basically.
Did you ever see it was like an E3 guy, he was talking about a game, and it was like the giant enemy crab. It's like, shoot its weak point for massive damage.
Maybe. That sounds really familiar. I don't know. Was that like for a Dark Souls thing?
Oh, I think it was before that. Genji Days of Blade E3 2006.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it was so funny because it's just one of those things where it's like, we all know to hit the glowing point. Why are you doing this, bro? Okay. And I guess looking at it, technically I've not beat Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that game's... Beating it is kind of your own, what you want to call beating it.
I got it done to the point where I was like, okay, the next thing to do is go fight Calamity Ganon. I never did that.
Calamity Ganon is such a fun boss, in my opinion. Alright, I think I can actually do something right here.
Okay. I want to watch you do something. Let's do it.
No, this isn't what I wanted. Okay. Never mind, I can't do
there is
anything.
a thing up there. Ah.
I can either...
you not... Is that not a jump through platform? You gotta do something special?
It is a very precise jump platform. Or I can come back with the boomerang, but you don't have to have it, so therefore I want to be stubborn and get it without it.
Fair enough.
It's just... Oh, so precise. Plus, we get to listen to this awesome music, so it's not a huge deal.
So, to kind of go back to this Zelda thing, I'm trying to think of a game in the series that's bad. And I can't. Maybe Spirit Tracks? Maybe.
And even that's not bad, it's just... I don't know, it's not a bad game. I don't think it's a great Zelda game, though.
Yeah. But I don't know of many other series that are like that, though.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I can't really think of any. I mean, well, people say Dark Souls. Like, there's not really a bad game out of them. Oh.
I mean, I would argue that there's not a great game out of them, but...
That's fair, but you and I just also don't like this type of games as much.
I like games that I can beat.
Fair enough. Oh, let's see. Yeah, no, I'm kind of with you on that. I can't really think of any.
I would think Final Fantasy is probably my close second, but there are bad games in the series, 13 being one of them.
Fair enough.
And I mean, there's a few MegaMans that aren't super great, but most of them are pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. Oh no. I don't want to die to this boss.
Grandpa Lightning.
There we go, cool. Easy. I mean, if you count any of the spin-off games, Zelda has a few kind of bad ones. You have like the Triforce Heroes, you have...
I mean, I would argue that those are bad Links to the Past ports versus a bad
That's
Zelda
fair.
game.
That's fair, yeah.
That's like, hey, you can copy my homework, but don't make it look like you copied it.
No, it really is. Alright, so half of them down, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Hopefully everyone enjoyed. I thought I'd be going through this a lot faster, but we got this.
We get sidetracked with the side missions and Zelda talk, because...
Oh yeah, well, it's good talk, you know?
I don't have a good train of thought, so it's all good.
Dude, my train of thought crashed so many years ago. But yeah, so... Oh, also, I don't know if I told you this.
I think they call that a derailment, but...
We had a few people on the last episode that I uploaded say, welcome, Joe, so welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, yeah, I think this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
But, alright,
sure.
everyone. We will see you next time.